Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
Hey everyone, Joshua Hanlon here, and today I'm at the LEGO Idea House in Billund, Denmark. This is the private LEGO museum where LEGO shows off all of their history from the very beginning of the company all the way to today. And as you can see here with some of these displays, they use this space to show off all of the different themes that they've created and explain how the company has evolved over the decades that they've been in business. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the special kind of hidden away rooms here. So this door opens up, and inside here is the AFOL Adult Fan of LEGO space. So this space is dedicated to showing the sets that are aimed at more of that adult, older age audience, which is something that LEGO has heavily leaned into in the last 5 to 10 years here, as they've been releasing these large models like the Eiffel Tower that you see here, which is just this absolute behemoth of a set. So we'll start over here actually in the architecture section. Now, my favorite LEGO theme is actually LEGO architecture. I know that's not the case for most people, but because we travel so much for our work with Beyond the Brick, I love this theme, and it's a great way to represent a lot of the cool places that we've traveled to over the years here. On the wall is the skyline sets, and you can see they've got a few open spaces here, so I'm hopeful that maybe we'll see some more in this space in the future. One of my favorites is definitely Dubai. I feel like it just has kind of the most fleshed out. You of course have the massive Burj Khalifa there that looks super impressive. I also love Singapore because it's so colorful and represents so much of the architecture there that you can find in Singapore as well. As you look over at this wall, you've got kind of these architectural schematics here with this cloth, printed cloth that's hanging around here, so it kind of sets the scene nicely. Then you've got some of the newer sets. Imperial Hotel's quite a few years old now. Of course, LEGO House, which is also here in Billund, is fantastic. Great colors in that set. You can actually still buy the LEGO House set if you go there today. Trevi Fountain, which is one of the older architectural models from Rome. The Taj Mahal, which looks fantastic on display. This one is much more manageable than the massive Taj Mahal set that they've released a couple times. The Capitol Building. And of course, Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, one of my favorite houses in the United States to visit, really incredible. You've got the gate there, and then Flatiron Building, and another gate with the Brandenburg Gate here. Another representation of the Burj Khalifa, then the Statue of Liberty. So we come around here, you've got the Willis Tower, which I think was what started the architecture line. I think with Adam Reed Tucker being based in Chicago and making the Willis Tower was certainly one of the early models. Large Empire State Building. This Great Wall of China I think is super cool. I still love to this day how they did it so you can attach a whole bunch together and make a longer section of the wall. Pyramid of Giza, we were in Egypt last year and met up with some LEGO fans there, and it was amazing visiting the pyramids. Great to see that represented. Then we keep going down here, and you've got the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Trafalgar Square, the Louvre, just so many fantastic sets here. So obviously architecture is one of the things that comes to mind when you think of kind of building for adults. Another theme that has gotten more and more aimed at adults with a lot of the bigger sets is LEGO Ideas. They've got a little section here explaining LEGO Kuso, which is what it was called before it was Ideas, when it was just a small test program in Japan, and then they opened it up worldwide. Now, you've got obviously tons of great designs people are familiar with. They've actually got this very updated, even with the, I think Tales of the Space Age is the name of the set there. So they've got some pretty new stuff inside here. You've got this massive Saturn V, of course, designed by the legendary Mike the Rocket Psyche. Fantastic work there. Then you've got the treehouse up here. The Ship in the Bottle, shout out to Jake Sadovich, always love to see his work. The globe over there is really great as well. I've loved to see them getting into art with the Great Wave and Van Gogh's Starry Night. And then, of course, just a variety of everything with Sesame Street and the Birds set, which was from quite a few years ago, and then the Lighthouse. So Ideas next to architecture is probably my next favorite theme. I just love these designs that are great on display. Speaking of designs that are great on display, you've got the Colosseum, massive set, the Eiffel Tower we mentioned earlier, then their Manchester United Stadium as well. The stadium sets are something that I haven't gotten into as much, just because typically they're focused on the European soccer or football stadiums, so it's not something I have as big of an interest in, but still some really impressive models there. Then of course the modular buildings. You can't talk about any of the adult-oriented sets and the sets aimed at an older audience without talking about all of these incredible modular buildings that have been created, going back to the incredible Jamie Berard and his early designs, then all of the designers who have had a part in creating modular buildings over the years. And you can just see how much fun it is to line all these up. If you've never had an opportunity to see all of the modulars connected up in one spot, this is really amazing here. You got the corner garage, and you just go on down to the diner here, which just stands out so much for its unique colors. And then the police station, there's like the jazz club down there, the bank at the end. So much amazing stuff here, and it's really amazing just to see kind of how they've really leaned into this theme over the years. Then of course all these cars here as well. So the VW bus, you've got trains, you've got motorcycles with the Vespa, the crocodile locomotive here, even some of the Land Rover, and some more cars here. So all of these just brought in so many new fans. I think it's really reignited the passion for a lot of people who maybe had Lego as a kid and are getting back into it as an adult. Over here, kind of lower down, so you can really get a kind of a bird's eye view of everything, is some of the Carnival amusement park rides with the roller coaster and then the Ferris wheel over there. Lots of movement in these as well. Then this set here with the kind of haunted tower mansion is really fantastic. This was the one that had tons of Easter eggs in here and lots of throwbacks to past Lego themes. That was super fun. I also wanted to point out one of my all-time favorite sets there is the Sopwith camel, which is hanging with some string from the ceiling, just kind of flying over the city. It's kind of hidden back there in the corner. I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but that set looks incredible when you build it and have it on display. And then they've built this skyline here as well, so this kind of sets the scene really nicely. With all of these modular buildings, you must get kind of like a city Manhattan skyline going on in the background there. So this is a really great room to just show off everything that Lego has done, especially over the last about decade here, to try to reach new Lego fans and get that adult audience kind of coming back into Lego. And I think it's been very successful. Obviously, they've had some incredible years here, brought out some amazing sets, as you can see from everything around me here. So thanks for going on a journey through some of the big Lego sets here at the Idea House.